Hey everybody, welcome. Episode number 26, the pre-shoot live. That's what we're doing. So Aaron is running late.
He is on his way.
When Aaron gets here, I will tell him to grab the Razor, which is still charging in the other room over there, and we'll get rid of this thing. I actually have my phone is here because I'm watching my wife text me back now. She's up and watching so that she can see me shave this thing off. Hi, honey. Joe's sitting in, obviously. He's
Hello.
taking your questions and comments and whatnot. So this episode, I was talking to you earlier. This episode is going to be a weird one for me because the entire week I was preparing for us to talk about how poorly we've been playing and everything. Yeah. And then we come back and we win in Montreal on a back-to-back, on the second of a back-to-back.
And like you mentioned, looked really good doing so.
Looked pretty good.
Or at least, maybe not really good, but
pretty good. When you win 3-1, that's pretty good, yeah.
3-1 and just, taking the sample of what we saw throughout the week.
Yeah.
You look pretty good. So.
Yeah, no doubt. It's the Donskoy, Suomela, Kane line back together. From what I saw, I only got to watch a little bit because I went to the Vasona Park Christmas lights thing, the Christmas in the Park thing, or whatever it's called. Yeah. So, or Holiday Lights, I think is what it's called. I don't know. Anyway, I went to that, so I was listening to it on my phone, the radio, and I literally had the I had it in like my glove, but also like in my sleeve. So I'm sitting there walking around like this, like listening to the game. It's pretty funny. So yeah, I got to listen to the latter half of the game there, but I only got to really watch the first period or so. But they looked pretty good. I'll tell you what, I'm still loving Thornton with Sorensen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm loving it. I mean, the two of them look really, really good together. I'm glad that they found someone that complements Joe and his talents really well. I think Marshall might have had a point, playing Pavelski and Thornton together where they're both kind of not the fleetest of foot. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, being not super fast in this league. But I think you need to have people surrounding you that maybe do have a little bit of a step.
Well, and you got to have the mitts for it, right?
Yeah.
If you can dangle, it doesn't matter how, if somebody's quicker than you, they're going to beat you to the puck. But if they get there and you're able to take the puck away from them, or you're able to keep the puck away while somebody else is going, then and you can make that pass, then let them be 5 times faster than you.
Well, and I don't know if you caught the pass or not, the one that I'm talking about, but the pass from Thornton to Sorensen, he basically had a break all on his own. And it was just a really nice threaded pass between a defender skating backwards and a defender chasing Sorensen.
Right.
And he threads it right in between, picks it up, and he's off to the races. Mm-hmm. And it was a really, really great move, but a much more spectacular save by Carey Price. He didn't bite. I mean, the guy has move. I tell you what, though, anytime you're breaking in like that and you're going wide, goalie's going to go down, goalie's going to stick his leg out. You got to get that shot at least that high off the ground if you want to score. Because if you don't, you're probably not going to tuck it under, especially not on Carey Price.
No.
Yeah.
I think either I don't remember who was mentioning it. I don't remember if it was you guys or if it was something I was hearing somewhere else. But that idea of that line.
Yeah.
You have speed and you have almost like veteran experience, and Thornton doesn't need to be fast.
Yeah.
Because the other guys are going to make the openings for him, and all he has to do is be Joe Thornton.
Yeah.
So it's
just be the amazing all-star and Hall of Fame talent passer.
What is he now? 8th?
What?
Points overall?
Oh, I don't know. He passed up Lemieux, I think, didn't he?
He must have by this point.
I'm pretty sure he
tied
passed
a few weeks ago.
Yeah. So
I'll look.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, no, I mean, really, that's all it comes down to. You get him the puck, let him distribute it to the guys that got the speed, and you're going to beat him with the pass. You're always going to pass faster than anybody can skate. And if you get it to somebody who's got to have full head of steam, you're going to blow them by. So, really liking that combination. The other one today, and out of necessity, was Pavelski playing with Couture and Hertl. I don't think I've ever seen Pavelski and Couture playing together other than on a power play. I don't think I've ever seen them on the same line before.
Really?
Yeah. Because usually Pavelski's
like
either
this
centering
year
the first
or
line.
at all ever?
No, ever. I don't remember Pavelski ever playing on line with Couture. At least not steadily.
Maybe not, yeah.
Other than the power play. And correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody let me know. But this is the first time I've ever seen them together on a line. And it looked pretty good.
Got a couple questions here.
Yeah.
Nicholas Egan, what is your most prized memorabilia item on the set?
Oh, okay. So prized memorabilia item on the set. Okay, so, gosh, I don't know. I mean, there's This is probably a better question for Aaron. Yeah, my mustache.
Well played, well played.
Sorry, hon. No, so gosh, I mean, for me, it's this thing here. It's not really memorabilia. Hey, look who's late. It's not really memorabilia, but it's our sign and everything, and it's got the signatures on it. And for me, that's just kind of really cool that we were able to get these guys on our show in like our first season, just a few episodes in. So that's really awesome. I love that. But I don't know. I mean, that one's pretty good too. Mostly because I found that one in the garage, or not the garage, the shed, my dad's old shed. I happened to pull that one out, and it's just really cool because that was like from the commemorative playoff issue magazine that's in there. So yeah, I don't know. I think Aaron, what's your favorite piece of memorabilia on the set that's over here? Aaron's still micing up, so I'll just relay the answer that he gives there.
Hold your mic. That's not plugged in yet. The Wilson.
The Wilson one.
Signs.
This one.
Like over there.
The two captains.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's hard to beat. I forget who gave us that one actually. Who gave that one to us?
That
Do you know?
Wasn't that was my buddy?
I forget.
Josh. It's either Josh or.
I don't remember Josh. But anyway.
Josh gave us some sticks.
Yeah, the sticks are nice too. But yeah, so this one here, this is Aaron's favorite.
Which we don't even have up.
Which they only did 250 of apparently, and
that
we got
Mike.
199. It's Mike.
Us that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Mike. We appreciate that. So, and thanks, Dad.
There, man.
I'm not selling it for $35. Again, that's got the tag on it. Go ahead. What's up?
Next question is from Sandra.
Yeah.
Asking, what did you think of Shemek tonight?
Yeah, I liked it. He played a little over 13 minutes, is what I heard. Was a +1, and he played alongside Burns. Now, we said this previously. It's got to be difficult for a defenseman to play alongside Burns. And in the very beginning of this, he's tagging out now. In the very beginning, we were talking about how there might be like a hole next to Brent Burns, and I've since apologized for that, in Joakim Ryan. Shemek kind of stood in tonight, and I mean, he rode the wave. He did okay. It's not like that line got wrecked or anything tonight. Right. They played pretty well from all I saw, and
it's also physical.
He was a physical presence. You know what? I look at the guy because I've seen him at practice, and I notice he's kind of got like these shoulders that are just kind of like these, like, I don't know, bulldog type shoulders, right? And he just looks like this type that is, maybe a little bit smaller, but if you get in his way, man, he comes in like a wrecking ball, Miley Cyrus style.
Kind of like Douglas Murray, or not quite as big?
Like a small Douglas Murray, kind of
shorter.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, he could probably get pushed around. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's a Doug Murray, but I mean, he comes out with this, like, these shoulders.
And I think that's something that the Sharks have been missing.
Yeah.
Is a physical. Like Dylan is pretty much the most physical defenseman.
Yeah.
I think even more than Braun.
Yeah.
And Braun and Vlasic are the two shutdown guys, but they're not really in your face. And I see a lot, or what I would like to see, and I don't see a lot, is the scrums in front of the net.
Yes.
When they take an extra hack at Jones or Dell or whoever's in, and they don't really get in their face and step in, like, not quite take a penalty, but you see it happen to the Sharks all the time where they get jacked. You see, like, a couple games ago,
call him down, and
Hurdle took a slash right on his wrist after the play.
I saw that. Yeah.
Like, come on, that should have been a penalty, but that's also something that they don't. Especially now, when the season's getting later, they're not going to start calling that. But I'd like to see the Sharks start doing more of that stuff.
Yeah,
not play dirty, but just.
Well,
protect your own.
Yeah, exactly.
Assert your presence.
Stand up. Stand up for your teammates, and most specifically your goalie. Anybody comes in there and gives an extra couple little whacks at your goalie, you got to let them know you're not going to allow that. So that's all there is to it. By the way, we have a very special viewer tonight.
Who's that?
My wife is watching.
Oh, because I'm shaving it.
He's got it. It's right there. No, we're just going to let it hit the floor. We'll vacuum later. It's no deal. That's what he said. Super producer Jason said
I brought the snow shovel. We'll get it out of here.
The what?
Snow shovel.
The snow shovel? Yeah, it's pretty thick. Yeah. So, yeah, we'll be doing that one a little bit later on. Sorry, honey, if you're watching. It's not going to happen right now. But she's like, please get rid of it. Go ahead. We got another question? Or?
Not yet, no. No, you guys.
No questions?
No questions yet.
Really? Okay, then let's just do it right now then.
So who? Well, I was going to say, so whoever's listening right now, whoever's watching right now, your question will go live as soon as I see it pop up.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. What's this?
Oh, the Google.
But we don't know what we're. Okay, so we'll at least
options.
We'll at least say
this. And can you hand me that shirt right there?
I can try.
What?
This was they did Star Wars night.
You're gonna give that away?
Do you want to put it on the set?
Oh my goodness!
It's an extra large. It's pretty big.
Oh man!
I think it's an extra large at least.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
So they did Star Wars Night where half the crowd was Rebels and the other half was the Empire. So
wow,
this is the Rebel one,
dude. That's
Rebel
a good one.
Kenobi. That's pretty cool. I mean, we could throw the background. I don't know.
Maybe another we'll option in the background, and then you could do a giveaway on it later or something too. Yeah.
We're just running out of space for.
Yeah, I know. We got to start taking things down. I'm not taking this down yet. It's too fresh.
No, it's nice. Yeah. It fills that void over there too. Then we have our stick collection. Kind of split in half.
That's the Barclay Goodrow broken one. Yeah, I got that from a practice. Barclay broke it, and
I know it's so amazing how sticky it is.
Yeah,
like, it's just like
the grip.
It's like it's got rubber cement on it. And just sticks to your hands. It's crazy.
Some guys like that because it keeps your hands in the right spots, and some guys don't want it because they want to be able to slide it up and down and move it. Yeah, we got a question though.
We do, and as I will promised and delivered here. Cheryl wants to know, why did it take Doug Wilson talking to the team to get them to respond?
I don't know if it was.
I think it was just the threat of him being there.
I think anyone who's at work and I guess isn't pulling their weight or something, right? And then the big boss man shows up. You're kind of like, I knew this was coming.
Jesus is coming. Everyone look busy.
Just. I don't know.
So, I think Jones
said... Also, it's only been one game.
Yeah. Well, okay, so I think Jones said that one kind of maybe gets your attention a little bit more.
Yeah.
So they had two meetings.
Pavelski said that,
was it? Okay.
Yeah.
One with DeBoer, one with DW. They probably meet with DeBoer all the time, so even when things go bad, right?
Right.
They don't meet with Wilson all the time.
They rarely meet with him, right? During the season.
No, exactly.
Especially on the road.
So, he shows up in Montreal.
Yeah.
To be like, okay, how we doing today, boys? So.
Hey guys, what's going on?
It's probably like, don't force my hand into making a move.
Yeah, and that might have been the message. Now
it could have been, hey, we're not making playoffs. This is going to be a blown up team.
I've got myself a little theory here too, and we'll save that for the show. I don't want to do anything with the live, make people panic, but I've got a little bit of a theory in terms of him being there, coinciding with some other things that were happening with Carolina, we'll just say.
Yeah.
And the situation that we have.
There's scouts all the time in games, so I don't take too much into focusing on just Carolina.
Totally fair.
But it could be a multiple team trade too.
Kurz had said, I saw them at this game, and I saw them at this game.
2 games.
And usually when they're following, that might mean a little bit more than if they're just there to check it out.
I agree.
Could they just be Sharks fans?
They could be Sharks fans in disguise, yeah.
Maybe they were just scouting those other 2 teams that they played, and it just happened to be that the Sharks are playing them back-to-back.
No.
Well,
schedule, check it.
All right. Jennifer would like to say that we miss your top lip, Paul.
Aw. Well, here.
But Steve has a question too, though. When will Timo get back in the lineup?
Oh,
I don't know what's wrong with him.
Yeah.
It's kind of this point of the season. Any point of the season, they're pretty vague unless it's like a major injury.
The most you're going to get is upper body injury, lower body injury, and there was even a time where someone said it's a body injury. They wouldn't tell you which half. Just said it's a body injury.
I mean, even people who get concussions.
I was like, then you know
upper body
injury.
Yeah.
It's like, not emotionally scarred then if it's a body injury, right?
So. Right.
Or they'll say it's a head injury and won't use the concussion word because they don't want to.
I think if you say head injury, you're basically saying that. I don't even care if it's a cut across the nose.
I think it's silly. Like, to me, they're trying to protect their players for when they come back.
Yeah.
So if they broke their wrist, they don't want to get a slash on the wrist.
Exactly.
The other players are going to find out.
The other players know already because they've already seen the tape of when that player got hurt.
Yeah.
So they know what's wrong with that player.
It's just silly. It's almost like that's not the right word.
When Hurdle hurt his knee, they said lower body injury, or did they just call out a knee because it was so obvious that it was his knee?
I think when they go under surgery and they're out for the season, they say what it is.
Yeah.
That's different.
Okay.
Like when it's a long-term injury, they're just going to say it.
Right.
So
when they're going to come back, though.
The only thing they didn't is Thornton.
Yeah.
When he tore his ACL, they didn't say he tore it.
Yeah.
They waited until, because he was almost back.
But they said he had a knee injury at least. Regardless of what the problem is, people know that this is the problem.
But you can have different knee injury that's not as serious as what he had.
Sure. But if I'm an opposing player and I'm trying to injure him on the spot, I'm not going to aim somewhere on his lower body. I know it's his knee, regardless of what the problem actually is, right?
Yeah.
And so that's why they want to protect by not saying it's a knee or it's a wrist or it's a shoulder or it's upper body, lower body. That's it. Anyway, when's Timo coming back? Don't know. I'm not a doctor, and I don't even know what's wrong with them. Even if I did know what's wrong with them, I wouldn't be able to answer that question. But hopefully soon. Although I will say this, I saw, and I just talked to Joe about this. I think this is the first time I've ever seen Pavelski play on the same line as Couture outside of the power play. I don't think I've ever seen them play together. Because Pavelski's always the first liner, and Logan's always the second liner, and it spreads their depth out. I don't think I've ever seen them together.
Up until this season, they've always had Pavelski with Thornton too for the last couple of years.
But even then, so they had Pavelski with who was like Kane, and then LeBanc, or they insert player here. It was somebody else.
They're also probably trying to spread their offense out too.
Yeah, exactly.
Centerman.
So, but with Timo out, they put Pavelski on the Logan Couture line, and that line I think didn't look too bad. I didn't really get to watch the whole thing, but they didn't look too bad. I like that the Suomela, Donskoi, Kane line was back together. They looked pretty good, although I still think Kane needs to keep moving his feet. I feel like he glides.
Yeah.
Whatever, I'm nitpicking. And then
He's a streaky player.
Thornton, Sorensen, LeBanc. I really like that line. Again, I think LeBanc maybe gets a little lazy sometimes, but Thornton had a really nice feed to Sorensen again.
Oh, yeah. I think they have very good chemistry together, and obviously Thornton is helping Sorensen become a better player, but
he's Thornton turning someone into a really good player.
Yeah, right. I mean, Sorensen's a good player, but now he's turning into...
But he's getting the puck now.
He's getting in dangerous scoring chances and starting to finally put him away, too.
He's got that flow, too. Well, the Swedes, man.
I'm jealous.
So, a couple more questions, but when do you want to do that?
Is Tina asking?
No, that's not
like,
I
can go to bed.
Yeah. I just know that it's we got 12 minutes, and if you want to make sure that goes through.
Well, we'll take another question.
Okay. And this, you guys keep your eyes in place, because I know your reactions already are going to be, if the Sharks keep on struggling, how deep is this team, or with how deep this team is, wouldn't the best option be firing
DeBoer?
Yeah.
I don't know at this point.
I was going to say, because a week ago you guys had been like, no, come on.
This is the normal reaction, is to fire the coach. That's the normal reaction, right?
But it is the
when the team's not playing well, and the coach has had them for a while, and all of a sudden we're not doing great at all, right? The knee-jerk reaction is, well, let's fire the coach, right? He doesn't have the locker room anymore. He doesn't, he's not effectively using his players. And I don't know how much of that I actually believe, right? I still think, again, like Kerr said, you can make the argument he's overperformed, right?
Yeah.
With the rosters that he's had previously. Now, this year, obviously, in this stretch, underperforming largely, right? We should be annihilating teams. And even if we're not annihilating teams, we should be at least competitive to the point where we're losing by a goal, not 6. Oof. Right? That's not acceptable. Yeah. And I get that. I get that that's where people are saying, well, they're not following the system, or the system is broken. And the person implementing the system is the head coach. So how do you fix it? Get rid of the head coach. I get that. I still think that relationship between player and coach is not broken quite yet. I think there's maybe some opportunities, if you will, for them to really come back together and gel and get their system down and nail it. Because I think a lot of it still has to do with the players just not playing smart hockey. You can put whatever system in front of them you want. If they're not playing it smartly, it's going to fail. Period.
I also think that he's bought himself some equity with what he's done in the past 3 seasons. So I think that's a big part of why there's no knee-jerk reaction to firing him right away. So I agree with it. Like, I think we've seen him do exactly what hopefully that we're saying he's going to do in turning the team around. When they went to the finals at beginning of January, they were out of a playoff spot. The Sharks are still third right in Pacific.
Well, tonight,
they were third before.
I think they were fourth because of tiebreakers or something.
Oh, so
anyway, when I checked, it was third, but that was that was this afternoon. That was after the game ended, and they had updated it, so whoever played after may have jumped.
Either way, Pacific is so bad that if you lose a game or win a game, you're going to either be in first or last in the division. Like, you know what I mean? Right. It's so tight, and everybody's.
But my point is, it's not like they're out of the playoff spot by like 10 points or something. It's not that bad. Yeah. Thankfully, because the Pacific is awful. Right. So. I think that's another reason why they're not going to fire him.
But I get what people are saying, though. People are saying, we're in a playoff spot because we're in such a bad division, but this team should be competing with the likes of, a Tampa Bay,
And
or
Kerr's
they should be able to beat the Predators twice, right?
Right. Well, Kerr's also mentioned that it could be the veterans just kind of being lackadaisical, going, we don't need to turn it on right now. We can wait till February, and then kick it into gear.
Yeah.
Who cares about the season?
Yeah.
I mean, it reminds me of the Warriors 3 years ago, when they broke the record, the regular season record.
Right, they got 73, and then
they seemed toast when they got to the finals.
Well, they were tired, so when Curry got injured, it was like they couldn't keep up.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. Sure, go for the record, do that, and then you're not going to be able to get through the. I'd rather have the Stanley Cup Finals.
Yeah.
I remember a few years ago you talking about this. Like, you would rather see the Sharks go to the playoffs every single year than see 20 years of nothing and then winning the Stanley Cup.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, you still want to win the Stanley Cup, but
that's your. The conundrum is: do you do what Pittsburgh and all these other teams did years ago when they just tanked? Like Pittsburgh tanked and got Crosby. They got lucky. They got the lottery, and that saved Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
The Penguins were going to move out of Pittsburgh, and they got Crosby, and they ended up staying. But like, would you rather have 20 years of making the playoffs with a chance of winning the Stanley Cup, or 20 years of missing the Stanley Cup, but a guarantee that you win it? I'd rather take the good.
I'd rather take the good. Yeah, that's me.
Because it's entertaining. It's not just about the Stanley Cup. It's an 82-game full season, which is entertainment.
And the whole idea of being guaranteed to win a cup, I don't care how many first-round picks you have, Edmonton, it doesn't mean that you're going to win a cup. Now, if in fantasy land you were able to tell me that you could win a cup, is guaranteed, that takes the fun out of it, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't really earn it.
And then you just check out for 20 years.
If you go 19 years with nothing, and that 20th year is the year that you're going to win the cup, well, then that whole season's kind of like, all right, we know we're going to win, right? Yeah. In that fantasy land, right?
All right.
Go ahead.
So I was going to say, I got super producer. Is time checking me here just because,
Why? How much time do we have left?
6 minutes.
6 minutes. Give me that razor. Let's do it.
All right. Well, while you're doing that,
here.
Thoughts on Vlasic's play of late? There have been a couple of times when Kerr's pointed out that Twitter that he had no efforts on the plays that opposition scored, or like.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to do this now.
Thoughts on Vlasic's play as of late?
Thoughts on Vlasic's play?
Mm-hmm.
You should record that.
There have been a couple times where Kerr's pointed out.
Do you want me to hold it for you?
No, it's okay.
You guys are just distracted.
Sorry.
No,
sorry.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I don't want to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
Thoughts on Vlasic's play as of late? There have been a couple times when Kerr's pointed out on Twitter that he had no effort on plays when the opposition was scoring.
It's weird. I don't know. None of us has seen Vlasic play like that before, so I don't know what's up with him.
I feel like he needs more ice time. I think he's used to getting tons of ice time.
So
and now he's sharing it.
He's cooling off, you think, while he's out there?
I think that also has a little bit to do with why Burns and Karlsson have been paired up sometimes. Because he's using up both of their minutes at the same time so that he can get Vlasic on the ice more. And yes, we will show those off. First, I'm going to do this. Tina, if you're watching, it's happening right now, so I'm going to record this.
You get this all over your clothes.
I don't even care. I'm just going to leave.
Illuminato says, R.I.P. mustache.
Oh, my God.
All right, Aaron, while Paul is doing that,
yeah,
that is just beautiful right there.
Oh, yeah. I think,
Do you guys think with the, I think this goes back to the Carolina thing.
Should be going.
Got some on my tongue.
Forget it. Just do your thing.
All right, Aaron. I think
this. Shave half of it for the last day of November. I think is what it was. So I think I'll just leave it like this.
Stupid. Stupid.
I didn't think it
Tina's like, no.
I didn't think it could look worse.
No, it can.
It can. I'm sure he could even improve on. Anyways, Aaron, are we trying to showcase Shemek or Heed so that we could trade one of them, since neither of them would likely clear waivers?
You're getting into my thing for the show.
We're going to talk about it in the show, but yes, that's what both of us kind of think, that along with the Carolina scouts and Doug Wilson on the trip, even maybe he's meeting with some of the scouts or some of the people in person.
Yeah.
I think there's a good chance that we could see. I mean, we said this before the season started, that we think that one of them would get moved.
All right, so Steve, come back for the regular episode for what they fully think when they fully hash that out. Nicholas bringing it up here. Can we show some love for the Barracuda? Best point percentage in the AHL right now.
Yes, they are the hot ticket right now. cheaper than the Sharks and almost a guaranteed win at home. I think that's pretty awesome.
How we doing? We good?
No, you got some
any wild ones?
Yeah,
all here is all bad.
This is Paul from what 6th grade on. He would shave and have a 5 o'clock shadow right afterwards.
Yeah, no, this is. Anyways, it's ridiculous what it is. But yeah, Barracuda are just rocking it right now.
Yeah, they are absolutely killing it, and I cannot wait to go out there and get more games. Are you still on me? Yeah. I cannot wait to get more games in. Watching the Barracuda because they have been phenomenal all season long.
Yeah, I'm trying to make a trip to a few of the games for the earlier evening games, I guess it is, so we can bring the kids and stuff.
I'm sure we are almost out of time. So
we are. I have a couple things though.
Yeah. Yes. Bring it.
Which one do you want? It's just
Don't
any.
Get the hair all over.
I didn't. It's okay.
All in order. All right. So first, in orders of production here.
Okay.
According to producer here.
We have. Oh, it's so soft. It's so. Such a nice shirt. Yeah. We have. It's a giant logo.
That is a gigantic. That's way bigger than I thought it was gonna be. I love it though.
This is the I guess men's shirt.
Yeah.
And this is the people who did it.
So all of them are going to have this on the sleeve. It helps kind of promote them as well, and we were all on board with that because they did a pretty good job.
So here's the black shirt.
So yeah,
you know that.
Black.
Here's the teal shirt, which is a lot different.
I really like the teal, actually. I think it's really good.
And that's going to weather a little bit.
So yeah.
After a few washes.
Okay.
The teal will?
Yeah, so yeah, it'll give you that kind of weathered look apparently after you do a wash.
Yeah.
Here's the gray look of. That's sharp too. I like that one a lot.
Yeah, that's a good looking.
Teal looks good. It really.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's picking up on the camera very well, but
yeah.
It's pretty bright. It's pretty nice.
That's a nice one. And then
we have the women's
or Aaron. Aaron likes that deep V.
Love it.
Chris Bavukian, if you're watching, buddy, this one's for you.
So when everyone buys one for themselves, buy one for your wife.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a good call, actually. Yeah.
Are you on mic right now? Did they hear that?
No.
So when you buy one for yourselves, buy one for your wife or girlfriend or mom. I don't know.
Or if you buy one for yourself, buy one for your husband.
But okay. No, your mom should totally be a fan of the Fin Factor and wear a deep V cut. Anyway,
and you guys, so they are small through XL.
Small through XL.
Right. In both the women's and the men's. I guess it's a men's.
Yeah, a unisex.
Unisex shirt.
And we will also be having some hats very
They're coming this week. We haven't
soon, very
yet.
soon, somewhere in there. Yeah.
12th?
Is it the 12th?
When is the
hats?
ship date?
I think it's going to be here by the 21st.
Okay.
21st.
So
I have
the
my numbers
21st.
reversed.
So they'll be a little ways out. Yeah. But so those will be available to order on the site as well, and really cool hats, all black with the logo on front, with the teal brim and teal knob on the top at least. I don't know about the holes. And then snapback, so no matter what size noggin you got, it should be a problem. So.
And for women, if they want to wear it, they can put their hair through the back.
Which,
it's a big deal.
If you can, well, it's a big deal for them, but it's a big deal for me.
Me too.
I'm a fan. No.
Not that ponytail.
There you go. Back. Yeah, you belong in like one of those kung fu movies.
You can't see it on camera, but Aaron actually has a big rat tail.
It's like the guy that was in the ESPN commercials. You ever seen that?
No.
Oh, I'll show it to you when we're off
Okay,
the break.
yeah, let's do that. Cool. So anyway, yeah, these shirts here, really nice, really soft. Not just saying that, they actually are very nice.
Really soft, a little stretchy. It's great quality. It's
really good quality stuff. Yeah, I'm very very happy with these. I was a little concerned with, making sure that the shirts were a good quality because I wanted to give you guys, something that's nice.
Yep.
And
they can wear them now, right?
Yeah, these are here.
They're no, I mean the website's
up.
The website's up, so
it's going to be up momentarily.
Oh, it's almost up.
Okay.
Almost up.
But subscribe on our website now to know when the
good call.
Yeah, he got it on the.
Put the link on
because we'll put it in the community or whatever,
Perfect.
so that you guys get to get notifications when we're doing that too. So
yep.
We know you guys have been asking for a while, and thank you for your patience. And hopefully, you're down with these
and then take pictures in the wild. We'd love to see the Fin Factor in the wild. That'd be pretty cool.
Absolutely, and we should have like a hashtag.
Maybe at the end of every show we can put up some pictures from the week.
No, I'd love to do that. Yeah, absolutely would. Yeah,
TFF
cool.
Sighting?
TFF sighting. I did use TFF sighting. I don't know if it was sighting or sightings, but I did it for me. I was out in the wild. So. Anyway, maybe we'll revitalize that one. Anyway, okay, we're out of time?
Oh, we're at 29 minutes, so if you got 30 seconds or so, go ahead.
Yeah, do you have another last second question?
No, we're
really?
covered.
Wow, cool. Okay, well, hey. That's it.
They're stunned. They're stunned. They were just taking.
Everyone's just no time to type when they're just looking at this thing, going, God, I feel so much better. I really do.
We should do a.
I know it's just
focus on the ground there.
Nastiness.
Nice.
Anyway, okay, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. We're gonna wrap it up so we can start shooting on episode number 26. Keep your eyes out for that one, and you shouldn't have to, because if you're subscribed, then you'll know. You'll get the notification, and leave a comment, please, after the video, because some of the things we're going to be talking about, I really think it's going to stir up some discussion, and I'm really interested in hearing what the rest of you guys have to think and have to say about it. So please make sure to leave comments. We love talking with you guys.
Yep. Thanks for watching, and buy some stuff from the store when it's up.
Yeah. Buy stuff. We're going to leave you with that.
It's a great Christmas present.
We're going to leave you with that. Buy stuff.
And then we'll figure out what to do with these. And we'll
and that's the other thing. We're going to, I cannot believe you're going to do this. He's going to give away, I don't know, for anybody who is maybe coming late to the stream, Aaron got one of these from the Star Wars night, and it's the Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now, we don't know if and when we're going to give this away, but it sounds like he's going to. And
it's an extra large.
That's an awesome shirt, dude.
I'm not an extra large, so.
I'm an extra large. And then we have another, like a Google Home Mini, which these are things we'll be getting giveaways set up for at a later date.
Yep.
In any case, again, thank you for tuning in. We're going to shoot episode 26 and buy stuff.
Yep.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.